Hi, Papa here. This video is about minimalism and what you have to give up if you're a minimalist and what you don't have to give up. If you're a minimalist, as minimalists, we cook everything on this one burner Coleman stove. It's really sad because that means you have to give up baked goods. There's no oven. Can't have cobblers and you can't have biscuits, etc. Not true. You can have biscuits, and today I'm going to show you how to make minimalist biscuits the way we do it. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You may have a way that's better than this, more efficient, more effective, but this is the way we do it. First of all, you got to mix the biscuits up just like you mix just normal, like you would if you were cooking them in an oven in a maximalist house. And here are the ingredients that we use. Organic all-purpose flour, although any white flour will do. Self-rising flour's fine. If Loretta Lynn thinks it's alright, then so do I, and it will do you proud every time. So, anyway, we're using organic all-purpose. That means we have to put salt, and I use garlic salt because I like it, and baking powder, obviously. This is no aluminum baking powder, okay? And everybody has their own biscuit recipe, like how much of this and how much of that. Since I'm baking my biscuits on a one burner Coleman stove, I use 1 cup of flour and about 3 spoonfuls of baking powder. Just shake some salt in there, and then this is secret ingredient number 1: coconut oil. You can use olive oil in your biscuits, and I would probably put in about 1/4 of a cup of olive oil if I were. I used to make olive oil biscuits, but the secret to good biscuits, no matter how you cook them, is cutting in some solid shortening. Not liquid oil, solid shortening. I don't know why, but it fluffs them up the way they should be. Coconut oil is a very good oil that's good for you, and you know, if it's less than about 85 degrees, it's a solid. So I get some coconut oil, just what I think is enough, solid. Dump it in there, and then I get a fork and mash, stir, mash, stir. These are dry ingredients. Flour, dry flour. Oh, also powdered milk. I put powdered milk in my biscuits because most people put milk in their biscuits. Well, I put powdered milk because we don't have milk, because it has to be refrigerated most of the time. So put in the flour, put in the powdered milk, put in the baking powder, put in the salt, cut in, and stir all that up, dry ingredients, stir up. Cut in some solid coconut oil shortening. Okay, the next thing is you're going to put the non-solid ingredients in. And here is secret ingredient number 2 that makes biscuits. You may not agree. Duke's mayonnaise. I love Duke's mayonnaise. And no, it's not bad for you. People think mayonnaise is bad for you because it looks like fat. Mayonnaise is not fat. It's simply oil. In Duke's case, it's soybean oil. Eggs. Egg yolks, maybe egg whites too, I don't know, and then vinegar. That's what mayonnaise is. Now, we've gotten on this kick where we say, you know, they spray soybeans with Roundup, and that's evil, which it might be, but I've been seeing research that says, believe it or not, and I don't know if I believe it or not, but that glyphosate, which is Roundup, a research report recently released, valid research, said that it caused cancer tumors to decrease in size. So the verdict's still out there on Roundup. If you could get mayonnaise with avocado oil, that's probably the best. Do you think it's going to taste as good as Duke's? Ain't no way. When I die and go to heaven, all I want is bacon and Duke's mayonnaise. Oh, jelly beans, of course. Don't leave out the jelly beans. That's all I want. Now, look at my fingers. Why are my fingers gray? That's because I've been staining the side of the cottage with porch and deck enamel, and it's rough siding. It's that stuff. It's rough siding, so it's hard to get the stuff in there and all the cracks, so I just get a rag and dip it and slosh it on there, and it's hard to get it off too, so I've got this much gray. It's not the mange or the gliboflip-flatum or anything like that. So anyway, you mix up your ingredients and you pour them out, knead them, you put water, you knead them just like you do regular biscuit dough. In this case, in my case, I don't, you can cut them into round biscuit shapes and that's fine, but I don't. I just put the whole thing into a frying pan. And I'll show you my frying pan that I use. I got two of these just alike. I don't know, the bottom here is probably 8 inches across. Maybe 10 inches across, something like that. It doesn't matter. I've got two of these exactly alike. And I put coconut oil, line it with coconut oil or olive oil. Then I put in the bread, put in the biscuit bread, the biscuit dough. Now, then I set that aside. I take the other frying pan, which looks just like this, and I put coconut oil in it, and I put it on the stove. I'll just give you a demonstration here. Okay, it's on the stove. And it's heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. And I let it heat up really hot. Really, 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 really hot till the oil in there starts to burning off. That means the frying pan's really hot. Then take it off. Really hot. I put on my pot with the bread dough in it. Then I flip this one over, but when you flip it over, you have to be careful and make sure the oil drains out into this one. I don't know if you can see that. The oil's draining out. And then you flip it over and put it on top. Then you turn down your burner. So you got this situation. Two frying pans going. The one on top is really hot, so it's baking the bread from the top. The one on the bottom is getting hot with a low flame, and so it's baking the bread from the bottom. Then I just check it. After a while, after the bread in there kind of fluffs up and looks a little crusty, then I just take both frying pans at the same time by the handle, and I flip them over like that. And the bread dough comes out of the one that's now on top and flops down to the bottom so that it can get a little final baking. Okay, so the question is, how does that work? I have to show you. I've already done this whole process, and I've got the end results right here. Get back in there. Huh? Pretty yummy looking. And I can't swear that they're totally cooked on the inside, but I believe they are. I'll cut into them. I wanted to show them to you first before I put a nasty scar cut in them. If I cut them, you stick a knife in there and pull it out, a kitchen knife, and if it's wet or sticky looking or it's got crumbs on it, they're not done yet. If you stick it in there and pull it out in about 4 places and it's clean, you know they're done. So then I usually just turn the burner off and let that sit for a while. So that's how you make biscuits. Minimalist biscuits, if you have 2 cast iron frying pans the same size and a 1 burner Coleman stove. Okay, theory. Here's a theory. If you can make biscuits this way, can you not make cobbler? Can you not make cornbread? Banana bread? What else? I don't know. Those are ideas to be researched here at the Minimalist Research Laboratory. Till I find out those answers, this is Papa signing out. Have a great day.